Guys, pretty fitting. We're in the hockey rink today, and I'm doing a what's in the bag of my golf clubs. But welcome back into the channel. First and foremost, we're gonna jump into it. Boy, do I got a treat for you guys today of just what clubs I'm carrying right now. This is the most mixed bag I've ever had of stuff. Especially kind of at the top of the bag. So if you're new here, my name is Perlini. I'm a professional hockey player, but also shoot a lot of golf stuff with some cool guests, play cool courses. And yeah, we're doing a 2025 what's in the bag for golf. You guys are gonna like this one. I got some cool nuggets for you.
Me gusta tocar guitarra, me gusta cantar el sol. El mariachi me acompaña cuando canto mi canción. Me gusta tomar mis copas, aguardiente es lo mejor. También el tequila blanco con su sal de la sabor. Ay, 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 mi amor. Ay, mi morena de mi corazón. Ay, 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 mi amor. Ay, mi morena de mi corazón.
Okay, so we'll start, we gotta start like at the top with my drivers. This is a mainstay. I got the TaylorMade Stealth. I'm gonna put my bag like this. So this is the Stealth. I've got it lead taped on the toe for just a little more fade bias for me. Set actually to a higher setting right now because I want to hit a draw. It's a 9-degree head. I placed the weight a little bit towards the heel, so it kind of counterbalances in a sense of weight on the toe, weight on the heel. I don't know, I just put it there once, really loved it, and it's one click off higher, so I think it's playing at like almost close to 11 degrees or 10.5 and a half or so. I'm hitting, I got a handcrafted like prototype hazardous Tour X shaft. So this is 76 gram, really nice, cut a little bit shorter. I can't get out of this thing. This is a beast. I hit high, nice draws with this. Big DeChambeau draws, as I like to say. So that's kind of a mainstay in my bag. You know, if I'm really not feeling it, I'll kind of swap it in and out, and you know, if I really want something else to hit. But this thing, the Lucky Clover. This thing is like the newest addition to the bag. Arguably the craziest thing I've done here so far. And I've done some pretty damn crazy stuff. So, another driver. So, you'll notice Ping G400. This is one of the classic, most forgiving Ping drivers on the market. It's a 10.5 as opposed to that is at a 9-degree head. This is a 10.5, so plays a little higher, and I have it up in loft too, so face is sitting a little more open. This is my mini driver. So I have it shafted up with, I found this shaft off eBay. It's, if you guys will flash back to my last year's one, it's in my 3-wood. We got it from a professional player, played a long time on the PGA Tour, Richard Green, Australian guy. So this is X-Flex, 85 grams. Old shaft, this is like 20-something years old. Found it off eBay. It was cut like just a little bit longer than a 3-wood, but shorter than a driver. So if you measure it against my driver there, you'll see a lot shorter. So my theory with this too, you'll notice different fat +4 grip here too. So my theory with the two drivers, one, the Stealth, I hit draws with, just naturally. Like I hit such nice draws out there. This goes long way. Perfect. But started to get into some statistics this year of myself, and I put a mini driver in the bag per se, and tee it down low, and I hit cuts with this one. So it's worked out really well, honestly. Like it kind of, at first I thought, I don't know about this. Like it seems like I kind of hit similar shape or whatever. But the more that I've got with this club, and just like checking the stats, I'm better. So that's worked out really, really well for me with the makeshift mini driver. I built this myself. I can tip it and stuff and everything, of like put the ping tip on, bought the head, and you know, put my own grip on and stuff, but really, really like it. I know, insane move to carry 2 drivers in the bag, but that's my mini driver. I hit the cut with that one, and I hit the big slinger draws with the other. Something that I built, again, myself. A lot of these clubs I built myself this year, which is really cool. I'm into the hobby of doing that. Very easy to learn. Nice blue grip on there. Same thing, similar to my driver shaft. Hazardous, 75 gram. I built a 5-wood. So, built 5-wood. We had it kind of kicking around. 18 degree. I put, if you can zoom in on the little lead tape there, put just I call that a splash of lead tape. Just a little square. Honestly, I put a big whack of it on there and it wasn't working out well, and then I cut it down to a short little thing, and it just kind of keeps the face open for me so I can hit some nice high cuts with it. But really, really well. I've liked this club. Something I've looked for. I've predominantly always played 3 irons and 2 irons, and I love them. I'm an iron guy till the day I die, DIE. I was just looking for something different. I was tired of hitting like a 3 iron into a green. So give me, you know, a club like a little wood that I can just hit up high and nice and come in a little bit soft. This head is a little bit hotter, so it goes probably further than I want, but a really nice club that, you know, I put together, and I've really enjoyed it. So I go driver, 5-wood to start. Next club, we got same irons, so I go from 4. We got the P770s. These ones haven't changed from last year. These are a staple in my bag. Yeah, 770s from 2017. Great iron, just so forgiving. I have still that Modus shaft in them, and I still have the same grips on there. These Golf Pride grips that are really thick and fat. They're kind of like almost like a baseball grip or something like that, where it just helps me minimize, you know, the turnover of my draw, and kind of gives me a little relief. So yeah, the irons are constant. Those stay, and I go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 all the way to pitch. But I'll come back on the pitching wedge because I've kind of toyed with it in the past, or in recent memory here, the last couple of months, I've toyed with some other things that are over here. Also, just one quick thing for anyone who doesn't know, I lead tape up my irons to get them to a D. I believe they're playing at a D4 swing weight. I'm almost positive. So when we put these big fat grips on there, we had to lead tape them up just so they, you know, got a little more head weight down here, and the overall weight kind of increased. Okay, these are something that are new-ish, but not really. So 3 people out there probably will think I'm madman for this. Wedges. I've played these 2 wedges standard for the last bunch of years. They are, we got a 10 bounce in a 60 degree that's bent to 61. And we got a 12 bounce that might even be different. I'm not sure. 56, and I think it's at a 56 and a half, if not 57. Gone to a 52. This, I found this in my basement. The old nickel plated 52 degree wedge here. A little bit dirty right now, but love this wedge. Nice KBS X stiff shaft in there. Hit it really good. This is bumped down a couple degrees. I hit it last year. I was playing a 50 degree, and I was flying it too far. It was like too close to how my pitching wedge would go. It was like they were very close in yardage. So I went back to a 52, and it went a little bit shorter, which I needed. Kind of like a 130 number, where the 50 degree was going like close to 140. And yeah, this has been money. I find I can really like dial in my yardages better. Now, with these 2 that I want to talk about. So what I changed, you'll notice like a couple funky grips on there. Not really playing for that. I used to play all X stiff shafts and heavy shafts in my wedges, and I found I couldn't chip. Like I just lost the ability of like, around the greens, it was like they were so heavy and clunky. I would come down on it, and it would just, like, I would make good connection, but it would come out too hot and roll past the pin. So what I did is, again, keeping the theme of building all my own stuff and getting into the hobby of building clubs. Took those shafts out myself, and I put in 2 Dynamic Gold S300 shafts that are very sort of weak-ish for me. And I noticed, like, I started to do the same thing. My chip in improved, but I started to hit full shots with them, and they would just go straight up into the air. And I realized quick, oh, with these, you can't go at them full. So I started to hit half shots and 3/4 shots and flight them and hit them down. And having a whippier shaft in my wedges really helped me. Like, my wedge game has gotten a lot better this year. And we'll talk about a couple other wedges that I have that I built up too in between. But my wedge game is, I'm so impressed with it myself. It's gotten so much better with the same heads that I really thought I needed to change bounce and I needed to change this and that. And it was actually the fact that my wedge shaft were so heavy that I was like taking big divots and just coming so hard at it. But these have really changed my wedge game, and it made me such a better wedge player. So if you're having trouble with your wedges, maybe look into shafts. Why I have 2 different grips on there, I like the Golf Bride one. I actually went back to a thinner grip. Like, that's the other thing too. You know, on these, on my irons, I have those big fat grips. I went back to just a standard grip, a little more handsy, a little more feel, like around the greens of chip in and stuff. So yeah, it just helped me a lot. This grip is usually always what I play, but this one was already on this shaft, and I tried it the first couple times, hit a couple shots right by the pin, and then I'm like, okay, I'm not changing the grip now. Like, it's nice, you know. So I've just kept it where it's kind of I kind of like it like that. Like, it's not bad. At least I know what shaft or what club I'm hitting for that, because, you know, we've made the mistake before in the past. I think I've told this story before of me and Brett. Brett was caddying for me. I was playing in a tournament. He handed me a club. I have all the same grips on my clubs. I hit that club. We came up like 25 yards short, and I'm like, what the hell, man? And we both looked at the club and we're like, oh, crap. Like, I was about to swear there, but you can bleep it. I was like, oh, crap. Well, I hit the wrong club, based on the fact of, like, I looked down, it just looked similar. Brett handed me the club, and I just hit it. And so I always kind of learn my lesson now. 60 degree is different than the 56. This thing is my new baby, honestly. We got the Lab Oz. This thing has been so nice, honestly. We did it up perfect. The other one that I did, it just, I made the mistake of I modeled it after another putter that, you know, I didn't really like as much. Kind of stupid move by me. But this thing is so money. I did it black grip this time instead of white. If you'll get a look down the shaft here of, so I went with 3 dots there. I wanted something different. I usually do a line, and we can always flash to this too, of like, but I like a line usually like on my 2-ball going all the way through. But this time I just wanted something different. I wanted the line at the back, and they offer so many options to do so many different, like, just alignment aids, really. So I like, when I look down on this, I like the ball to be covered by these 2 lines. So I have the line in the middle and the 2 lines on the outside. And that just, like, I can just feel like the ball is perfectly in the middle of the face. If it was like this and it's more lined towards that, then I'm like, okay, obviously I know I'm about to hit this off the toe. You know, just a very easy, subtle thing. When I line it up behind like that, I know that this middle one is directly in the middle, and I can, you know, line it up very easy. And when it swings, I like also the back line, because it just shows me, like, in my eyes when I swing it like that, I can see that back thick line really easily out of my peripherals. It just swings super easy. So this thing has been absolutely money for me this year. Yeah, I've made a lot of putts that I can flash to. Obviously, last time Zack was out filming and stuff, some really nice ones. Yeah, we have the Acura black graphite shaft in there too. But Lab absolutely nailed it this time, and I just love the more traditional look of this one. Yeah, being more of that half moon, I always kind of use that. So guys, that is it for most of my bag. ball that I use. Ooh, so this is not on. Let me see. I don't even know if I have any with me, but I toy around. This is Pro V1X. I toy around Pro V1X left dash and the just regular Pro V1. We have shout out to Precision Pro. They hooked me up. This is a little bit weathered and dinged up now, but you know, this thing can come off and you can put different things on there. A really cool company that yeah, did me a custom rangefinder, which is awesome. So shout out to them if you're looking for rangefinders. Those are really cool, great quality, slope, everything you need in it, like really modern and good stuff. Last bit here is over here. So we have, you notice the 4 clubs right here. So we have 2 different wedges here, both high toes. So this is a tailor-made high toe, this one, the copper one. And this is like a Callaway 56 high toe, sorry. This is yeah, I got this in a 13 bounce, so very like high bounce. Just wanted something different. This is a 12 bounce. Yeah, I needed to feel something different and look at something different too. I wanted to mess around and see, okay, this was, you know, at the time of trying to become a better wedge player, having the theory of full groove face, where obviously you can see this is like kind of rusting a little bit, but the grooves cover the full face. So if I hit it high off the toe here or anything like that, it, you know, it still has that spin and check on it, which is nice. I like them. I haven't toyed around enough with them so far. Again, I built these, everything, put them together, and I went with a little stiffer shaft. So this is an S400 shaft. You'll see tons of pros out there. Jason Day, you know, Tiger Woods, I think, plays S400. Most guys will play S400 in their wedges. It's weird. I went from super stiff to very flimsy, and now when I hit these S400s, they feel stiff compared to the other ones of the flimsy ones that I went to. And I just haven't got the feel with them yet. I need to mess around more. I haven't used them enough to really give great feedback. I will say this one goes through the turf awesome. Like, does not dig whatsoever. This is the Jaws Callaway. Just in and out so quick, which is nice. But I noticed with the higher bounce, I'm so used to that butter knife edge on my other wedges where like it just looks like you're gonna strike it really nice. This is, I don't know, you see the blade kind of flip up like that. It looks a bit weird like sometimes to me. So now 2 other ones that I'm gonna explain here. This one is pretty cool. So again, keeping on the theory of my stats this year, I can put them on screen right now, but shout out to Shot Pattern. It's something that I use, an app. It's really good. You know, keeps strokes gained, all your numbers, basically you input them yourself, and it's really, really cool. But the one thing with this, where I'm going with this story, is my approach has been very low compared to my other stats as far as driving and putting and chipping. My approach from like 150 was really struggling. So what I did is I just noticed, like with my standard pitching wedge, like that's a stock pitching wedge, 150 yards for me. I just needed, okay, like where can I improve club wise? Because it just felt like it just wasn't on target. It felt like I was getting a little bit too much of a draw. So my theory was, okay, if I went to a flimsier shaft in the S300 with the wedges, and I started to hit more 3/4 and knock off shots, and I got better with the wedges, why don't I do that with my pitching wedge? It's still kind of the same thing. So that's what I've kind of done. Stay with me here because this will get a little bit confusing. Now, when you go to, you'll notice this is a 9-iron. It's not actually a pitching wedge. If I was to use a pitching wedge with a weaker shaft on a longer length, like this is technically, I think this is an 8-iron shaft. Like, let me see, give me a sec. I wish I had a regular. So look, that's the height of my pitching wedge, okay? With a soft shaft, S300. Now, if I used a pitching wedge head in there, it would go too high and it would go way short. So I want it to go 150 yards. So when you go to a weak shaft, it's going to come out spinnier and shorter. So I have to use a 9-iron head. So what we did with the 9-iron head, we bent it a little bit to go weaker. So because the 9-iron was going, I put the 9-iron head in, it was going too far. It was going 160 yards, which is closer to my 9-iron usual. So we bent it a bit weaker. Now it goes that 150 to 155 number in this, and it's a little more, it's a blade, right? So it's a little more forgiving head off of this, or not forgiving, but a little more butter knifey head, but nice when you hit it out of the middle. So yeah, that's what I did. Hopefully you guys understand a bit of that. I hit it good. I really haven't tested this much because I made it within the last month or so, and then I, been playing more hockey than I have golf here recently. But that's a really cool thing that I've done, and yeah, something to toy around with, of hitting more of those 3/4, half shots, and controlling it, as opposed to, this pitching wedge is a little bit thicker on my regular set, and you don't have as much control. Sometimes it comes out a little hot, sometimes it goes right. Like, I just wanted a little more wedge feel to it. The last one I got for you guys, now this is a regular pitching wedge. I went the other way. I did the opposite thing. We did same S300 weak shaft, but now a real bladed iron here. So this is a pitching wedge, but now we had to go the other way. So this thing is like proper your grandpa's blade sets. I found this old Titleist. Shout out to a friend of mine. He sent it to me from his shop. Look at that strike right in the middle. Hey, look at that wear pattern I got on there right now. That's Tiger Woods worthy. But yeah, this is same sort of thing, same grip, whatever, but we had to bend it the other way. So now if you look down on it, if you go straight down there, Zach, and go straight to the head, like you'll notice right here, now there's onset to it. So usually when you bend the club backwards, it'll create offset, and now we bent it this way, so it sits like more hooded down because it needed to be stronger to get more distance out of it. So yeah, the one I went weaker and we bent it back. This one we bent it more forward to make it stronger, to also try to hit that 150, 155 number. Just a thing really to mess around with because I'm building my own clubs, but super sick looking wedge on this thing. And yeah, they're always trying to get better, always trying to improve. Guys, that's my what's in the bag for 2025. Some crazy clubs in here like this. My other one, my wedges, double driver. But yeah, the Lab Oz Putter, money. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this content, give me a like. Give me a comment down below of what you guys want to see next, golf or hockey-wise. We got some cool stuff coming out. Shout out to Zack for filming, and we'll see you next time, guys. See you later. Peace.